Hello and welcome to our weekly podcast, What's in This Week's Oban Times, or as we call it, Wit-What. Here we give you a little glimpse into the stories in the Oban Times this Thursday and on our website, www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. We love hearing from you and getting your pictures and stories, so why not email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or via the website or by messaging us on Facebook. So as your MC today, I've tossed a mental coin and it's Owen's turn to go first. Owen, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Sandy. So, in this week's paper, a proposal has been submitted for a potential fix to Oban's student housing crisis. 3 West Coast fish farms have been suspended by the RSPCA following allegations of animal abuse, and Oban's Braille labelling petition has an update as its future hangs in the balance. It was also the Mull Mòd over the weekend, the final provincial mod before the big event comes to Oban in October. There are plenty of photos to see from the 2 days of competition in this week's paper, with more available, including video, online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Finally from me, young Caleb Nonabel from Tobermory has taken second place in the under-23 category of this year's Golden National Trail Series, running hundreds of kilometres up mountains along the way. A massive congrats to Caleb, who also managed to take 7th in the men's category on his first attempt.
Thank you very much, Owen. Now, Jodie, you've also got some sports stories for us.
Yes, well, last weekend, a brave group of Oban Ravens took on the squash team's gruelling annual bootcamp. There were nerves amongst new players who'd only heard stories of the brutal day of physical exercise, but the ladies banded together and supported each other through a day of tyre flipping, tug-of-wars and assault courses. In other news, Oban Chocolate Company has thanked locals for their support during a cost crisis brought on by a global cocoa shortage. Easdale Island welcomed hundreds of competitors from around the globe for the World Stone-Skimming Championships, where the first ever Irish winner was crowned, Water Rockstar. And in this week's Lochaber Times, businesses have made an urgent plea for government action on traffic congestion in and around Fort William, which they say is now at crisis point.
Thank you very much, Jodie. Well, from me, Oban's Rockfield Centre has revealed how serious its financial situation is, but also the trustees' hopes that they can turn it around within a year. With your help, check out their fun fundraising events in this week's Oban Times and on our website, westcoasttoday.co.uk. Renal patients in Argyll are choosing to die rather than travel the long distances for dialysis, say campaigners for a dialysis unit at Oban Hospital. It's decision time for a Tiree blackhouse demolition. The cost of school transport has rocketed up by almost £900,000. And as Argyll nears the first anniversary of last year's October rainstorm, when a flood caused over £1 million worth of damage to businesses in Oban's Lochaber industrial estate, questions are going unanswered. Plus, the cost of traffic management quintupled following last October's floods and landslides, Argyll and Bute Council has revealed after a councillor's call for transparency. And finally, at last, some sport from me too. We carry an interview with an inspiring Paralympian from Mull. That's it from us this week. There's a lot more in the paper and online, but for now, we're getting back to our desks, waiting to hear your stories. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.